Wilson's line wasn't great, but again, Ryan did a great job chasing.
So on the line, Steve McConnell to take on Karl Farrar. Karl Farrar looking very, very strong in qualifying earlier. 2 70-point scores, if you remember rightly what me and Eddie were saying. A guy that's consistent is a hard guy to beat right now. So you know what, for me, Karl Farrar will be sitting in that car feeling very, very confident. But like you said, Eddie, Steve McConnell.
When you look at the weight of having to come out as the very first qualifier to put in a 70 in your first event in the BDC, hunting down that BDC Pro-Am license, and right now, Ian, comes a little bit shallow from 1 to 2, but pulls a bit of a gap on Karl Farrar, who has a little bit of a waiver in the chase position.
Yeah, Karl Farrar looks like he's panicking a little bit. He expected maybe McConnell to not be as fast as what he is right now, but Farrar starts applying the pressure as they transition into clipping point 4. McConnell on that very, very nice line. It does exactly what Dave Egan was saying. Nice and wide, takes it to the wall, but Farrar right on the rear quarter of that E36.
Yeah, gets that proximity right at the end there, Ian, but struggled really to bring the fight, I suppose, throughout the whole circuit. Now, will the judges take into account the line that McConnell took from clip 1 to 2? That's where it looked as though, you know, he came off that outer line, but we switched them around. Farrar to lead them in this time around. What can McConnell do? I mean, he has looked so consistent here, and very impressive for a man only driving 2 years competing in drifting, and this car will be driven home. You can see the reg plate on the car as well, so you know he'll be hoping not to do too much damage, but it's all about taking home silverware here at the moment.
Oh, look at this from Steve McConnell though, Eddie. Look at this, not scared of Karl Farrar. Oh, as Karl Farrar flies in, that big error there from McConnell, straightens again.
Yeah,
hugely.
McConnell unable to keep that momentum and causing him to make that error, as you say, Ian. And can he bring the fight though towards the end? Looking very good now in the second half of this run, as Farrar just not getting out to those wider lines and causing McConnell to have a slight straight in there. So, you know, not clear cut over the course of the 2 runs, and I think McConnell certainly in with a shout to take it through to the top 16.
Yeah, exactly. Not clear cut, that's for sure. As we await for our score to drop in from our judges. So just having a bit of a discussion about this one.
Yeah, and I think maybe, you know, a few little bits in that one, Ian. It wasn't, as we say,
definitely some bits we may have missed, Eddie, there.
And I think what they're going to be looking at is
McConnell's line.
McConnell's line on chasing,
yeah.
exactly. And then the few errors from Farrar at the end of that second run as well. So, and then obviously you got to take into account the distance, the gap between the 2 drivers on the first run. So there, you know, it certainly wasn't a clear cut. They will weigh up a lead run versus lead run and chase run versus chase run as well. And it looks as though
so
they
scores drop in.
Scores dropping in.
Left for Farrar, right for Connell. Who's going to take it through to the top 16 to battle Ryan Caldwell? And there you go, unanimous. Karl Farrar gets the win, ladies and gentlemen, and advances through top 16. We go to our judges. Not an easy one to break down.
That's right. And to be fair, the lead line for Steve. Oh, there we go. Sorry. So the lead line from Stephen wasn't fantastic. There wasn't a massive amount of proximity there from Karl. But then in the reverse order, Karl had a much better lead line, and Stephen came in too aggressive. He was offline, cutting the track, and having to try and make the ground back up. And we went in his favour.
So there you go, Eddie. Farrar getting the win, going through to battle Ryan Caldwell. We move it along.